telling us about how, in the spring you guys wanted to get Nick some reps as a receiver and pass protection, third down, stuff like that. Has that paid off? Can you tell the difference between spring and now in terms of how good he is at those things?
Absolutely, not just Keith, not just Nick, but everybody. It's going to be third down tailbacks. It's going to be play all 3 downs, run the football, be involved in pass protection, blitz pick up, all that stuff, catching the ball in the backfield. So he's made leaps and bounds, which is probably the hardest part of playing the running back spot is picking up guys who are twice as big as you, from a running back standpoint. He's done a good job adjusting so far.
Where is Keith in terms of where he was in the spring and how he is now?
I think he's 100% healthy. He looks good. He's running around good. Has a great attitude. He's in better shape, in my opinion, than he was in the spring. So I'm excited about him.
I know that you weren't here when he was a freshman,
right?
And before, pre-ACL. But as far as you can tell, the explosiveness, all that, the confidence in the knee when he runs.
Yeah, he can definitely still go. And one thing I talked to him about in the spring was just kind of overcoming the mental adjustment of being injured. Obviously, I've been there before. And understand that sometimes coming back as a running back, you're thinking about what you've done before to be injured, or thinking about re-injuring something. Just kind of get over that and control what you can control. You can't always control what happens with your body, but you control your effort every single day.
Is that the main thing with him right now?
I think he's great now. I'm happy with it.
The mental part
But
of it?
yeah, I mean, I think more so in the spring years now.
It's not a matter of like being worried about getting hurt again.
Correct.
It's a matter of, when you're carrying it like,
Yeah, I mean,
you're looking at the whole, not wondering what your body's doing.
Right, I just wanted to make sure he was in the best physical and mental state he can be, and I think he's in a good place right now.
Why don't y'all talk about that again, that you did go through the ACL injury yourself, he's going through. Is that something y'all have you been able to kind of help him through a little bit in that regard?
Well, I don't know how much I helped him with it, but I mean, I talked to him about my own personal experience, like I always do with all my guys, not just involved with injuries, but anything I've been through as a player, as a person. But like I said, I think he's in a good job responding and doing what I've asked him to do. And he showed up, like I said, in great shape, and he's moving around. He's fast.
Did you have a certain weight you wanted him at, or a certain kind of physical shape?
Yeah, kind of a range. I'm not really caught up on what the running backs weigh. I'm also worried about their body fat and what type of condition level they're in, because obviously most of those guys are going to be in a range between 215, and obviously Chubb is a bigger guy in the 225. But he's about 215, 217 now, so he's looking good.
Has AJ been able to follow up his spring of start so far?
You said AJ? Mm-hmm. He's doing a good job. He's progressing along and just trying to work on him, just developing his all-around game outside of just what he does with the ball in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you have a unique perspective having just kind of parachuted in on Nick Chubb. What's been your impressions? I mean, we know about his production, but what are you seeing from this guy from like a work ethic and showing up and kind of standpoint?
I think that's more impressive than what he does on the field. I think it's just mindset, the way he approaches the game, the type of character he has. He's in a position to be a leadership guy by production. He's not the most vocal guy, which I'm fine with that. I think leadership, in my opinion, is more about guys doing it than talking about it, and he definitely does it. So he's definitely doing a good job, and like I said, he's coachable. I asked him to do little adjustments, and he makes those adjustments and works at it. Doesn't complain, doesn't say anything, just goes and works. I like guys like that. And again, most of my room is that way. So.
Noticed a few times in the little bit we're out there, you want to demonstrate a point, you actually get down there and kind of show the guys what to do, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's important just to not just be able to talk about it and tell guys, hey, I want you to do it this way. I can still move a decent amount, so I'm going to try to move and show those guys as much as I can until my knees fall off, and then I have somebody else demonstrate.
Turman's confidence level.
What's that?
Turman, his confidence level.
I think it's good. Learn a lot more in the classroom, and like I said, those guys, I don't have any issues in my room about guys from a confidence standpoint right now. Also doing what I ask them to do. I tell them to run through the wall 40 times, they're going to run through the wall 40 times. And